Well, great morning, Chit Chat Kit Kats. Another joyful interaction with the VA. I got this in the mail yesterday, and from the pharmacy that says that the armor that was prescribed for me for the thyroid, due to the following reasons, they are not going to. They're not sending this out. It's not on the VA formulary, so it's not one that they carry. And request does not meet criteria for use. Your provider's been notified and was advised of alternatives. Well, so I called down to the office, the endocrinologist, and they're telling me, well, just stay on the synthetic. I said, no, it doesn't have any T3 in it. No. And they go, well, a doctor from the VA, in the VA system, has to prescribe it. I go, what? So the VA sends me to the endocrinologist for him to prescribe it. And then the VA tells me the VA doctor has to prescribe it. And so, they've got you in a round robin. They were telling me at this doctor's office they have another patient they sent to them. And that they wrote a prescription for him, sent it to the VA, and the VA said, no, we're not filling it because we don't have the right blood tests. And they're telling that this guy is going to the VA for blood tests every week. So he's getting the blood tests at the VA, but the VA wasn't accepting that because this was an outside doctor. I'm just like, so, you get this round robin, and then the veteran gets stuck in the middle of this, and you can't get your medication. They send you to an outside doctor, but they're not communicating with one another. And so it's a nightmare. So I called to my primary, try to get a message to her to find out what the hay is this. And thank God I have my Thyroxine that I have tracked down by myself and am buying it. So I did have a 10-day supply of the armor, which I started taking. Well, there's no sense to take it if I can't get it any longer. So I'll go back on my Thyroxine. So anyway, I'll talk to my primary, but it was my primary that sent me to the endocrinologist outside, because I guess that she needs to have a specialist prescribe it, which he did, and then the VA says, well, we won't accept it from him. Can I scream and pull my hair out? I will need wigs by the time I'm done with this, because I will have no hair left. But anyway, yeah. Thank God I've been doing the Thyroxine, and my blood tests came back pretty good. Pretty good. Now I'm going to ask her to do another full thyroid panel, in another month or two, and check it just to make sure. But, they send you to this guy, and they're supposed to be specialists, and they don't even do a full thyroid panel. I mean, he's got me down here for going for more blood tests next time I see him. And it's a lipid, a metabolic panel, a CBC, just a regular TSH, a urinalysis, and a vitamin D. He's not even doing a full thyroid panel. And this is supposed to be the specialist. My primary does a full thyroid panel. And so it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. They send you to somebody who's supposed to be a specialist, which they say the endocrinologist is the worst you can go to for thyroid issues, because they're going to put you on a synthetic. It's got no T3 in it, and say, well, your TSH level is fine, so you're good, which you're not. Okay? You want to scream, But this is what you're stuck with when you're working in a system. Okay? It's backwards, doesn't make sense, and you're stuck. You're stuck trying to navigate this conundrum of drama. So anyway, that's what's going on here this morning. And how's your morning? Yeah, maybe I need to take a break and just go down and do my Sephora, have my Mother's Day thing, and just go down and play at Sephora. I might do that today. But we'll see. I'm just trying to decide if I really want to drive all the way to El Paso again today. Oh, mercy. It's just, I'll be glad when all this stuff is done and I can get out there in my van and go out to the state parks and go enjoy the road for a while again. I do so miss it. And I do really want to get out there and enjoy that again today, sometime soon. Okay, so we'll see. Anyway, oh my goodness. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here and try to figure out what I'm going to do with my day today. Oh my goodness. I'll try to figure it out. Maybe I'll try to call the pharmacy down at the VA and see if I can try to figure out what the heck is going on. I mean, you've got to be your own advocate, because nothing gets done otherwise. I explained to the doctor down there when now I don't know who I spoke with at the endocrinologist's office this time, but she was really sweet, very nice lady. And I told her when I went in for my thyroidectomy, they almost canceled my surgery because there is no communication between the doctors as to blood tests and what's being done. She was just like, oh my God. I said, yeah, I had all that, ready and waiting, and, all the hoops just to even have things scheduled. And then a day or two before surgery, they said, well, we can't give you surgery because we don't have an A1C. And I'm going, then why wasn't it scheduled if you needed it? Why? I'm not the doctor. I can't schedule it. I don't know what all they need for surgery. So who is not doing their job? I don't know. So on that note, I'm just going to leave this here, have some coffee, chillax, and try to figure out what am I going to do today. Oh my God. Oh, the insanity. Doctors, it is a nightmare having to try to figure your way through this system. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll see you online. Oh my goodness, what next?